You got challenges that you're going to run across.
I hear people all the time, like, man, if I had the extra $1,000, I would go to Tahiti, or I'd go here, or I'd go there. You don't hear me saying that. My mantra is going to be, I'll have that next week. We can go to Tahiti. That's not going to be a limitation. It's going to be the reward. So I've turned it into a mechanism of fun, almost like a game. And those who are around me, successful people in my circle, we think alike. I don't really have people in my circle that are now telling me, no, you can't do this or you shouldn't do that. Those folks aren't in my circle. I tell people there's two sides to every circle, the inside and the outside. You want to keep the like-minded people on the inside so you can accomplish your goals. And hopefully, if they're smart, they want to run with you, and vice versa.
So in that process of going for success, making money, what would you consider happiness in that process? How do you look at happiness?
Happiness in that process is understanding the process and enjoying the ride. Understanding the process and enjoying the ride. A lot of, Will Smith was in a movie and it was titled The Pursuit of Happiness. And that's a misnomer, because in life, it really should have been called The Happiness of the Pursuit. You need to be having fun and enjoying life today. A lot of people wait. They say things like, oh, I got a new bottle of Uncle Nearest premium whiskey. I'm going to save this for a special occasion. And then that day never comes around.
Right.
No. Go ahead and plan, invite your friends and family over who you want to crack that bottle with and say, hey, we're going to enjoy this nice, fine beverage that we have here, because today means something.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow is not guaranteed, and we all know that, but we don't live like that. I heard a thing on the radio, I guess it was on the radio, where they said, if I gave you $20 million today, would that make you happy? And they asked two people, and both of them said, yeah, definitely give it to me. They said, but what if I told you you were going to die tomorrow? Would that 20 million be worth the same as much? And they say, no, I don't need the 20 million if I know I'm going to die tomorrow, because the time is the resource that's the most valuable. It's not the dollar amount. The time gives you or affords you the ability to generate the dollars and make the dollars. So happiness to me is the pursuit of it. It's enjoying the ride today. Enjoying the ride today and enjoying the ride tomorrow. And you may not make the million today or tomorrow, but you got to enjoy what comes your way during that time period. And if you do that and surround yourself with good quality people, I'm talking about people that aren't trying to steal from you, people who have good credit, they're not trying to utilize you or use you. And these are just some basics. These are people who enjoy being around you and can add just as much to you as you can to them. That's a recipe for happiness. Being around good folks, good people, and having the opportunity to generate a life that's bigger than your own expectations. That's what it's about. Now, if you got people pulling on you, taking away from you, and it may not even be you. It could be your niece, it could be your nephew that are bringing this negativity to your life. They fighting in school, they shooting at school, they doing. After a while, it affects you. So you have to find a way today to get these things in order so that you can live the life that you want to live.
I'll tell you something kind of funny when you mentioned people not stealing from you. I had a partner of mine, I hadn't talked to in a while either. This was probably about 10, 12 years ago. He had a car wash over off of Fulton Industrial. And he was opening a new one up in Marietta. And so we had been working out in the gym. We walked outside, and his partner who works for him, he ran the one down off Fulton, and he was setting up the one in Marietta. So he was talking to him on the phone. And I never forget this. And the brother said it so smooth, the way he said it. And I just had to just fall out laughing because, when he got the phone, he looked at me. He's like, man, I'm dead serious. He's like, where I'm like, he said, it's out of my control. But the question was, he asked his partner, the guy that was with me on the phone, he said, now, we're going to set this one up the same way that we set up the one on Fulton. He said, yeah. He said, so we're going to have the same lines and all this. Yeah. And my boy said within a just smoother, he said, yeah. And you keep stealing the same amount that you steal down there. And we good.
Wow. Wow.
No more. Don't take no more. I already know what you're taking down there because I already counted that. I mean, it was, if he got the phone, I said, man, he said, yeah. He said, I can't control these jokers from still. I just got to monitor because he don't think I knew that. But I'd already counted that kind of thing in the budget. I know it's like how Walmart count theft and they know a certain amount is going to be stolen.
Yep.
And when he said that, man, I still think about it today. It was hilarious to me. He's like, yeah, you know. And my man paused on the other end like, nah, you know, yeah, I know you're stealing. But
yeah.
You're not doing enough to damage me. I know you're taking a few things home to the family. Just keep doing the same amount over there and we good.
That's right.
But, you know, when you say the environment of the people that you hang around, that is so important when you talked about that, because it gives you the strength to do more things and to challenge yourself. And not only the strength, you know, it gives you that, you know, you start hearing more things from people who are trying to or doing better, makes you want to do better. You know the old saying, what is it? If you want, you know, you hang around 5 people that are broke, you're gonna be the 6th. You know, if you hang around 5 people that are wealthy, you're gonna be the 6th. You know, and take that knowledge and run with it. I even remember a book that I read about a waiter. I don't know if you read this book or heard about it, that became successful financially from working in he was at a private club somewhere in New York, golf club. And make sure that you like and subscribe and hit the all button and all that kind of stuff, because we're going to have a lot of good interviews on this podcast.